Hey guys, Elite Legionario here, and today I'm bringing you a 1 vs 1 for Medieval 2 Total War, and this time I'm in command of the Timurids, and my opponent, IslamicWarriorLord, is in command of the Moors. So, my army consists of 3 units of halberd militia at the front. 2 units of halberd militia at the front. I have 3 units of Afghan javelin. I have 2 units of Mongol heavy archers, and 4 units of Khan's Guard, as well as 4 or 5 units, I think it's 4 units of these Sabadar militia, which are very good archer units. So I'm immediately, I deployed myself out over here because I knew that because I'm a cavalry based nation, I will suffer if I fight in the woods. So I have no intention of going down there into the woods to fight his game. I'm going to make him come out here into the open and fight my game. Basically, I've got a slight sloping edge, which will help because he has a lot more men than I do, so I'm going to need it.
Our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So immediately I'm going to begin the missile duel with my Mongol heavy horse archers against his Grenadine crossbowmen cavalry, which have a similar role, just use crossbows instead. So his army consists of, by the way, he was a good player, definitely a good player. It was quite a challenge. This one took quite a bit of thinking and planning to get through. So here's, I think it's 4 units of Desert Archers, I think it's 3 or 4 units of Hashashim, very powerful heavy infantry, but they're a smaller number. He's also got dismounted Christian guards, he's also got bodyguard units, he's also got mounted Christian guards in the woods there somewhere, and he's also got 2 units Arab light cavalry, which I actually missed temporarily in this fight. Didn't spot them right away, so they actually end up doing quite a bit of damage, and I do manage to intercept them in time and destroy them, but I actually took my eye off the field temporarily, and that was a big mistake.
Winning this battle, soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So as you can see, the horse archer type duel is going nicely in my favour, and so it's actually a good start for me. Here he comes in a couple of wedge formation with these light cavalry, so even light cavalry are good against infantry units. Like I've explained, he's going to charge my halberd militia here, I think. Actually no, he's going to go for my archers, but I initially didn't spot it, but I'm going to see if I can I see it and I decide I'll let it happen, see if I can draw him into my heavy cavalry and destroy his light cav. But he'll peel away because he's got fast cavalry units, but I'm not going to chase him. I don't want to draw away my best units. So we'll continue the missile duel. Now I'm focusing their fire on these Arab light cav. They're very fast and very good at attackers. Light cavalry in this game can be very devastating if you use them right. They're still, even if charged from light cavalry, can do quite a bit of damage to infantry. Obviously they're not going to be as good as heavy cavalry at that, but they can still be very decisive. He told me as like a really inexperienced player. I didn't actually believe him because I felt he played very well. But he's at least probably in the same experience range as me. So here he charges into my halberds. So halberds are actually not all that great against cavalry. I didn't really initially realise this. While this is happening, my Afghan javelin men should be throwing their javelins. That's the plan. Basically I wanted to use these units much in the same way that you use Peeler from Rome Total War. So I managed to rout a good deal of his light cavalry, but even they did quite a bit of damage to these halberds. And again, my plan is to simply snag his heavy infantry on my halberds in battle. I'm not really looking to use them for any more than that, and basically they're absorbing charges and protecting more vital units. So here he gets snagged up on that, and I'm going to be able to catch him in a full charge with my heavy cavalry, and that will devastate his light cavalry contingent. Mistake he probably made was letting him get way too isolated from his main forces and using them prematurely, in my opinion, but at the same time it wasn't a bad idea, harassing style tactics. Here they chase after them, so I'll be pulling them back in a minute, and I don't want to do that. So I won the missile duel and the he defeated his light cavalry, but as you can see, statistically we're done pretty even really still, although his army is a bit bigger than mine, about 500 or 600 men bigger than mine if I remember. So here he's bringing his archers up, and I can tell this is probably an attempt to bait me to go down with my cav. Again, it won't work because I know he's got a lot of heavy infantry hiding right here in the woods behind them, as well as heavy cavalry. Again, because his army's a lot bigger than mine, way more infantry, I need a slight hill edge, I think, to help. It's not like it's huge camping, because it's not like I'm on a massive hill or anything, and he can easily just go out the side here and even the playing field if he wants to. So I don't consider it hill camping that way. I mean, if I was on a really massive hill, like say I stayed way back here in a corner or something, then it becomes camping. But I'm trying to bait him in, basically. So here he's going to try and use his light Sudanese tribesmen. These guys are the light infantry. They're quite capable warriors and they're useful. I would use them in a flanking manoeuvre myself after heavy infantry are engaged. But he's going to use them, I think, he was hoping to draw some of my attention, and I was going to wait until I had some more of his men engaged otherwise, but then I was going to fully charge them because I know I can easily blow them to pieces with my Khan's guards. So, wrong one. Sometimes it feels like the games, I don't know, like when you're playing the games it seems like they take a lot longer, but when you watch the replays on Medieval they seem a lot faster. I don't know if it's just me or if anyone else has noticed that. Again, these archers, these Sabadar militia, I don't know why they're militia though, they're really good archers, some of the best archers.
We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So if I had been him, he was trying to do this and it was a good move. He wants to draw me into the woods, but it wouldn't work. What he should have done is easily just manoeuvred his army out around the side here and come out here, and we would have been on even ground, more even ground. So here I'm going to just let my Mongol heavy archers come in for a melee battle and finish off his crossbowmen and light cavalry units that have regrouped. My men are mace armed, his are sword armed, so I win that pretty easily because I got way more numbers. So here I'm going to move up, and basically that's what I find with skirmish armies. If you can take advantage of slight hilly slopes and things, you should do so because it'll give your archers a little extra range, make them a little easier. You don't want to be going uphill or into the woods, because you nullify your strengths that way, in my opinion. So here he charges his tribesmen forward. I'm going to absolutely just come in and smash them down with 2 units of my Khan's guard. They'll be absolutely no match to my Khan's guard, although I don't get much of a charge. He could have used these in a trap if he drew them into the woods, and maybe if I'd gone after them and then he sprung something on me.
We need to act.
So here he's going to charge in his Hashashim, and I can see what he was actually trying to do here. He used the Sudanese tribesmen to bait my heavy cavalry to get owned by his much stronger Hashashim once they got into the prolonged melee. But it's not going to work, so I'm going to pull out and get another nice cavalry charge. His Hashashim though are going to be really decisive, but this is where he needs to be bringing up everything to support. Now he is doing that, but he's doing it very slowly, which is allowing me to destroy his Hashashim, which are his best infantry units. These Christian Guard infantry are very good as well, but they're too far behind and he's letting his men get isolated. So there are some things here he's doing that would suggest he's a wee bit inexperienced, but overall I thought he was pretty good. He kills my general too, so here he charges his bodyguard and his Christian guard in, but I'm going to pin it down with 2 units of my Khan's guard, and then I'm going to outflank it with these Mongol heavy archers. I'm also firing away at his own archers down here. I've got a height advantage there, and I managed to break through his Hashashim up here. So here he's going to replace his Christian Guard cavalry with his Christian Guard dismounted infantry. I'm going to give it a charge downhill, not much, but I'm going to get a full charge into the side of his Christian guard, dismounted infantry Christian guard here with my remaining units. I've also got my archers, again, like I said, just continually keeping his archers and crossbowmen busy. And I'm going to encircle him, basically. The plan...
The enemy force remains between us and victory.
So, he's got a lot more men, like I said, but I'm getting encirclements on him, which is helping. But my Khan's guard are taking some serious beatings, though, because I'm not getting very good charges. So I'm going to bring in my infantry to snag his infantry, and then I'll be charging them. His bodyguard versus Khan's guard's pretty even fight, though. So his main infantry are now starting to collapse, though. If he'd brought his Hashashim in at the same time as them, this could have been very different, I think. So his men are now dead. His general's now dead, rather. But this slight hill advantage, like, it's not really much of a hill, it's more of a slope, has given me the edge, but I only do it because he outnumbers me by 600 men. He has a lot more infantry, so I suspect I'll need it. So here I'm going to outflank and attempt to finish off his remaining units, and it works. His archers are well protected by these little outcrops of woods and things, though, so it's making them quite hard to hit. But they're a much clumped up, more tighter formation. So I think he was probably somewhat experienced, but not very. At the same time, he was still fairly new, but had some experience of what he was doing. But he was a friendly player, and I enjoyed fighting him, so now I'm just going to mop him up with my cavalry that has survived. And with this map, I would have been more inclined to have followed him more into the forest if I had a traditional army made up with more infantry. But because I had only those Afghan javelin men and some halberds, my infantry were completely outclassed, so I needed to try and bait him into me to fight my game, which is what I wanted him to do. I was basically hoping to keep the missile duel going as long as possible, because obviously skirmishing, missile fire, archers is the Timurid and Mongol style, and then with a very powerful cavalry charge in at a decisive point, which is exactly how I did it this time. Basically he charged in, I was able to decisively destroy all his infantry at one point, which is what I wanted. But he could have, if I'd been him, he could have easily marched his troops up around here, or the other side, and we would have been more even terrain, but he wouldn't have had the surprise elements of his army size. So he admits defeat here, but I really enjoyed this fight. To me, he fought really well, though, because he timed his, when we were playing, he timed his strikes well. The only thing he did, he allowed some of his units to get a bit isolated from one another, but other than that, he timed his strikes quite well. So it's a heroic victory for me. I had 1,171 men, I had 418 men got lost, I had 753 left, and I got 1,020 killed and 356 captured, so 1,376 men were I defeated. He had 1,522, so he had about 400 more men than me. He had 1,381, lost 1,381 men, and he had 141 men left, and he killed 484 of my men and captured 6. So if you look at my Khan's guard, the top two, well, the second one didn't do that great. The top one did alright, captured 38, my general's version. My other two did very well. My heavy archers were probably the best assets of the day, and of course these archers, as I said, sabotaged militia very well. They did have that nice slope to go shooting up top from, though. And the halberd militia and Afghan javelin provided useful support, but they were not very strong in the fight. But it was all about the Khan's guard and the archers and the Mongol heavy archers and things who got heaps of kills. So anyway, good game to Islamic Warrior Lord. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments, thoughts, criticisms, whatever you like, as long as they're not, like I like constructive criticism, but you know, please don't insult me or him or any player for that matter. I don't like that sort of thing, but just, you know, just general normal criticism is more than welcome. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.